The Nintendo Switch is Nintendo's first console since the DS in 2004, followed by the Wii, 3DS, iPad mini, then that's it. It acts as a console handheld hybrid, meaning you can play it inside or outside if you're lucky enough to be let out. But I've got some exclusive facts about the Switch for you today, straight from the Nintendo database. Like I said in my last top 10 video, please don't tell Nintendo about this. They didn't take my dog last time, but they did send me this email. So without further ado, let's Nintendo switch into the video. Number 10. The Nintendo Switch's online service, called Nintendo Switch Online Service, or Nintendo Switch Online Service for short, will give players the ability to use a smartphone app to set up multiplayer matches, call friends, tweet, listen to the Sonic Adventure soundtrack, catch Pokemon in real life, that's crazy, and complain on Reddit about the online service costing money. Number 9. The Joy-Con controllers, though advertised to have ice cubes inside of them, are actually completely hollow. This was a marketing stunt pulled by Nintendo to convince people who were thirsty to consider buying the Switch. It's a similar tactic to what Microsoft used with the Xbox 360 to market to people who wanted to play with girls. Number 8. We all saw Skyrim in the original trailer for the Switch, which Bethesda then followed up on by announcing that Skyrim isn't actually confirmed. James Howard then returned at the presentation in January to announce it is actually coming to the Switch. Tom Jones then appeared at E3 2015 to say, actually no it's not, but stay tuned. JonTron was then asked at the Rio Olympics for a clear answer on whether or not Skyrim would be coming to the Switch, after which he made a loud hissing noise, then vanished into thin air, and no one has seen Earthworm Jim since. Number 7. Super Mario Run was originally meant to be a launch title for the Switch, but Shigeru Miyamoto accidentally walked on stage at the Apple keynote thinking it was the Switch presentation. In a moment of embarrassment, he panicked and accidentally announced Super Mario Run for iOS. Whoops! Number 6. There are so many different ways to play the Switch. There's TV mode, handheld mode, tabletop mode, car mode, anti-social mode, nerd loser mode, shoot your friend mode, squad mode, PS4 mode. Why are you playing a fucking basketball video game at a basketball court mode? The controllers are floating mode, and off mode. Number 5. The idea for a boxing game called ARMS came from Nintendo receiving intense criticism in 2006 for their previous boxing game, Wii Sports Boxing, having no arms on the characters. Players were extremely mad as they felt Nintendo were doing very little to represent the ARM enthusiast side of their fan base. Nintendo President Tim Cook received various ARM-related threats day by day, to the point where people would send him actual severed arms via Miiverse until he promised to make a new game to appease the angered radical ARM aficionados. We use our arms for just about everything in our daily lives. I don't even use my hands for most things. I wipe my food and eat my ass with my elbow. I'm very dirty most of the time as a result, but that's my problem, not Nintendo's. I fucking love arms, wrote the president of ARM. Number 4. The Switch's battery life is estimated to last between 1 and 50 hours. Unfortunately, Nintendo hasn't been able to give us a more precise answer on this, as every time they try to test how long Zelda can run on the system without charging, it suddenly turns off about 3 hours in, and they have to start all over again. Number 3. Does anyone else think Snifferclips looks really sexual? Number 2. You may be wondering how powerful the Switch is compared to its competitors, the PS4 and the GameCube. That's definitely a valid concern amongst many people, but let me put something into perspective for you. The PS4 is quite big, the Switch is not. That alone should be enough reason as to why if you threw a PS4 at someone, obviously it would hurt more than if you were to throw a Switch. If you ask me, this is quite a silly thing to worry about. I just want to know how well the games run on it. And the number 1 best Switch fact, voted by Nintendo, each console comes bundled with 2 Joy-Con controllers, meaning multiplayer gameplay right out of the box. And guess what? That's right. I want you to have the second one, as a thank you for watching my video. Let's go play Mario Kart. Just kidding, that's not out until April. Actually, the Switch isn't even out either. You look pretty stupid right now, holding your hand out for a gaming controller that isn't even out yet. Ha 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 ha, you freaking idiot. Bye.